Good morning. Myself Dr. Ajit Singh, Professor and HOD, Department of Community Medicine, by PSMH, Homeopathic Medical College, Alwar. Our today's topic is general steps of the prevention and control of epidemic disease with homeopathy and genus homeopathic medicine. As you know, in every case of the epidemic, it is of the primary importance to obtain the information of all the cases of the diseases. This will enable to sanitary officers or the medical in charge to take the effective measures against the spread of the epidemic attack of any type of the infective communicable disease. The carriers of the affected area are also searched out by the proper laboratory investigations or the clinical assessment of the patient by the team of the doctors or the investigators. After that, the proper treatment and the general preventive measures have to be followed to control an epidemic diseases at whenever it is possible. Generally, the attentions are made to lodging of the poorer or the EWS group of the peoples or the class of the peoples, as they are the major sources of the spreading of the diseases. Isolation of the patient is done and overcrowding is prevented. Special care are also taken to excreta and other discharges of the sick persons. The bedding, clothing and other articles which are used by the patients are also properly sanitized and if required then properly disposed of. It is very important. Proper care are taken to supply the sanitary water and the food and other essential articles. Proper immunization as per requirement and the health education program should be taken. Basically, the full cooperation of the general peoples is the main importance to overcome an epidemic disease in the specific geographical area. So, to prevent the spread of the epidemic diseases, some common general preventive measures which are generally used in all the type of the infectious diseases have to be adopted. Like first of all, early notification, early detection of the cases, proper investigation clinically and laboratory analysis, proper facilities of the isolation have to be adopted, then the proper quarantine centers and the proper facilities of the disinfections and the treatment of the carriers and the patients both, and the mass immunization. General measures to prevent the spread of the epidemic diseases, proper hygienic conditions or the maintenance of the environmental conditions of the surrounding of the patient, and some special control measures which are required for the particular disease must be adopted. As for concerning the homeopathic point of view, the homeopathic approach for the controlling an epidemic disease is different slightly from the routine methods of the individualization of the cases in the process of treatment. Here, in the cases of the epidemic attack, each case is different from each other, and the treatment of the patient in an epidemic disease is carried on the some special lines. In such type of the epidemic attack, first of all, collection of the symptoms are made from a number of the patients, and the common symptoms of all such patients are chosen. Then a homeopathic medicine is selected on the basis of the common symptoms. This medicine is considered as a remedy for the epidemic, and at the same time it is also considered as a prophylactic one. So there is no implication in epidemic disease at different times or at the different places of the epidemic diseases requires the different medicines. As for examples, in one epidemic attack of the influenza, the Eupatorium purp proved as a genus epidemicus, and as for concerning other cases and for other geographical area, the medicine may be Gelsemium, and while in earlier one in other cases sometimes the Nux vomica there may be. So the medicine which is indicated in the majority of the patient affected from an epidemic disease is termed as genus epidemicus. This genus epidemicus is selected after the proper investigation thoroughly the several patients of an epidemic diseases. Once selected, it saves time and the labor. But a genus epidemicus for a particular disease is suitable only for that diseases at the time and at that locality from which is ascertained. The genus epidemicus is also proved as a prophylactic remedy for the members of the family or other risky hosts which are living in that particular geographical area. So, as for concerning the homeopathic point of view, here in the cases of the epidemic attacks, the line of the treatment it depends on the selection of the common symptoms of all the patients, and the medicine is selected that also will be in the form of the remedy, and the same medicine will be known as the prophylactic or the preventive medicine of homeopathy in that particular geographical area for the risky host. So it can be used for the prevention and control also. Lot of thanks.